Hello everyone. Hope everyone is having a really fantastic, wonderful day. I know that you are, and if you're not, I know you will be, especially after you watch this video. So today I want to talk about the new launch release of LORAC's new Neon Lights palette. I was looking at my newsletters the other day, and I noticed that this was a newsletter that I got maybe some days ago. But basically, LORAC was introducing this new palette, and it's a bold palette, and it's perfect for summer and for those who want to have that pop of color. So I think this summer is going to be a beautiful year of bold statement eyeshadow colors, the neons, maybe some pastels, metallics, and we're going to have a lot of skin glow. So all the glowing body oil, and we're just going to be shimmer. Even the stars are going to be like, what's going on down there on Earth? So basically, LORAC. I'm going to say LORAC because that's how I normally say it. So LORAC basically released a new neon lights palette. There are 10 shades that are the top row, which has those bold statement colors. They're the Pro Press Pigments. And then towards the bottom, you're going to see those rows of metallics. So let's go ahead and look at the head page. So already LORAC is showing to us this is their summer palette. This is you going out to the beach, you going out to a summer party, a festival, concerts, or just to lounge around in your bathtub and, read fashion magazines. This is what you want to have on. You want to feel editorial, you want to feel bright, you want your soul to glow. From here to tonight, this is the palette. So we're going to go and click on Shop Now. Had to double click. So upon opening this link, you see the Neon Lights Pro Press Pigment Palette. So they are pressed pigments. The retail price is $29, and the description says, first rule of the Neon Lights Club, follow the signs for an all-night party. The Neon Lights Pro Press Pigments palette features 10 shades in fluorescent mattes and electric shimmers to create the ultimate buzz at the scene, supported by dyes, raves, and festivals near you. So these pressed pigments are intense, saturated shades, finely milled and creamy feel of LORAC shadows, extreme stand power, matte shimmer and topper textures give you total creative license. So that's the description for this palette. So I'm going to hover over the palette to show you the shades. You have the first shade, which is Indie, which looks like a very nude tan color. You have Bold, which is like one of the electric neon colors. It is a bright yellow. We have Girls, which is a bright hot pink. We have Atomic, which is a bright neon orange. And we have Blue Note, which is a bright neon blue. And these four, I would say, are the neon pigments. You have your nude shade for your transition color. You have the bottom row, you have your shimmers and your metallics as well as toppers. So we have Party, which looks like a iridescent silver or a light shimmer. Perhaps it could be a gold duochrome or one of those purple duochrome mix colors when you swatch. You have adult, which looks like a nice terracotta red, come on, almost like a red bread color. We have cocktail, which is a nice magenta or cranberry color to go well with girls if you just want to do a duo tone type look. We have haze, which is more like a plum shimmer, could have some pops of gold. And then we have disco, which is a bright teal color, which can be used as basically these are the three accent shades. I can't tell whether adult is a matte. It looks like it could be a matte shade, and then party could be a topper shade or an inner corner highlight. But those are the 10 shades in this palette. This is what the packaging looks like. So it is in a standard black sleek packaging with the word lights in neon on the side. And these are the colors. These are the swatches on different skin tones. And I know there are a lot of people out here chasing the yellow. I've seen the yellow nails. I've seen the yellow eyeshadows. I'm sure there's yellow mascara. There probably are yellow lips. So those who are into the whole yellow craze right now, this looks like a very beautiful yellow neon color. And this looks like it's not as intense as the three more darker to the spectrum of neon shades, but still really nice. So that is the swatches. And then you have the models. She's wearing that electric neon pink color. And then we have on this model more of that, probably the dark neon blue shade with that teal shade as an accent along with party. So it looks like there's party in the inner corner, and then you have that teal blue shade, and then that blue shade on the corner. So let's go back because I want to know what those colors. So it looks like she's wearing blue note, disco, and party in her inner corner. And she may be with indie on her eyes as well, with possibly haze in the lower lash line. It looks like a very beautiful deep blue smoky eye, which is on trend right now. She has a nude lip. And here's a swatch of the pink, what looks like party, possibly as a topper on this shade. And what's the pink is called Girls. So it looks like it's deeply packed on her eyelid and can then kind of diffuse on the outer crease of her eyes for a kind of like a monochromatic look, a more deeper tone with a light pink kind of flush out color, blend out, diffuse. So those are the colors. So they give you how to use it, the benefits. It's fragrance free, paraben free, gluten free, cruelty free, and then it lists the different ingredients for the palette. And also with the Pro Press, the pigments, the neons, you want to be careful with those colors. If you're sensitive, just I always say do a patch test on your arm just to see how the color would do on your eyes, and kind of see if it would leave a stain. Because sometimes intense pressed pigments can do that, but just test it on yourself to see how it reacts on your own skin. I personally really enjoy LORAC eyeshadows. I always go into like Kohl's to swatch them, or if they're in Ulta, I love to just swatch and see how they work. Kohl's is a really good because sometimes Kohl's will have some of the releases from LORAC that may not be in Ulta, so it's a good way to see additional products from LORAC that you may not see elsewhere in the stores. But usually all stores carry the same, but sometimes you go in some stores, there's some additional item that you don't see in another store. And it could be just like Kohl's exclusive items or Ulta exclusive items. So that is what's new at LORAC. And personally, I like the palette because this is something really new. And basically, I would say out of LORAC's comfort zone, because LORAC is known for providing really good mixture of colors like neutrals and warm and cool tones, and they have that nice pastel brunch palette they put out. But I think this is the first time we're seeing something different from this line with the more deeper pops of color, but we still got that neutral transitional shades, especially for those to kind of help lighten the colors. Because I think palettes always need a more medium tone shade and more of a deeper tone shade to kind of either deeper the colors that are in the palette or lighten the colors that are in the palette. So I personally think this is a really nice palette. It'd be something nice to play with, especially for the summer. It's on trend with the bright pops of bold neon colors. So I definitely think this is a good step in the right direction for LORAC. And although I'm used to those types of more made like the neutral tones palettes that have like those warm tones and the cooler tones, and their types of shimmers, I really like what they're doing with the mini palettes, especially the other unzipped palettes, which I will show you right now, that I don't see many people talking about them, but I'm just going to have to buy them because I really like them. I was swatching them at Kohl's and I really enjoyed the texture of them. And this one is my favorite. It's called the Unzipped Elegance eyeshadow palette. And I say between this one and the Unfiltered eyeshadow palette, I really enjoy these. This one has more of a, kind of like cooler tones. So these are the shades. You have like that neutral nude beige color. You have a very nice shimmer shade called Iconic. And then you have more of a deeper neutral shade, which is called Timeless. Then you have Unattached. And then you have Undefiable. And they are so pretty. And for $25, that is not a bad deal. And you also get a brush with the palette. So it's like a mini palette. Really nice. And then you have this one, which is called Unfiltered. And here you see, this is more like, the legit seems more like a topper shade. And straight up is a topper or inner corner type shade. You have unsweetened, which is a nice warm brown shade. Then you have unplugged, which is a nice shimmer. Then you have authentic, which is a deeper nude shade. So this is something just to play with. I'd say more like on the neutral side. So if you're someone who prefer more neutral bronze tone shades and maybe just a little pop of color, like you'll put straight up like on your eyelid or in your inner corner or lower lash line, that is basically this type of palette. And these are the swatches for the colors. They're so pretty. You could dress it up, you could dress it down, you could dress it any way you want to. Let's look at the swatches for this one. And then here are the swatches. Because I really like LORAC's cool tones. I think they do cool tones really well and warm tones as well. And then we have the Brazen Eyeshadow Palette Mini. So these are like the 4 mini and zip. So I'm going to look at Brazen, then I'll look at Unauthorized. So this is what the palette looks like. You have Unbuttoned, what looks like a very light gold, possibly peachy gold. You have Ambitious, which is like a nice warm brown. You have Free, which looks like a deeper tone orange shimmer. Then you have Untamed, which is a bright metallic, possibly could be a duochrome gold, but a deep gold. And then you have Unexplored, which is like a dark, deep brown shade. This is like fire. Like these are the shades of like if you were going to a bonfire party, you will want to put this on because they have these nice bright like orange color shimmers in and those golds. It just looks really nice. And here are the swatches for those colors. And then this is Unauthorized. And I want to think this one's an all shimmer palette. We have Unashamed, which looks like a champagne color. Unapologetic, which is a more like a light yellow gold. And then we have Undeterred, which is a deep, almost antique bronze shade. We have Daring, which looks like an amber shade. And then Explicit, which almost looks like a cranberry type shade with almost like a twist of orange in it. So let's look at the palette. It also comes with a brush. And here are the colors. It's like a warm tone shimmer palette. So this is definitely your accent palette. And then you have the Unzipped Sheer Lip Gloss. And those are $18. It looks like there's 4 shades. There's this color, which is Unfazed. And it's described, there's Sheer Silk Lip Gloss. So that is that shade. Unfazed. You have Buff, Bare, and Expose. And then we have the other Unzipped eyeshadow palettes from the Unzipped collection. So I always enjoy keeping my eye on LORAC because I know they are working on something, and yeah, they gonna release something. They basically release it right on time for the summer and on trend with these bright, bold colors. So let's also look what's new in the latest for LORAC. So we talked about the Pro Press Pigment palette. So now let's talk about the Tantalizer Hustle and Glow Baked Bronzer Highlighter palette, which is retail for $25. So it is described as a flex your hustle and glow all out with the Tantalizer Hustle and Glow Baked Bronze and Highlight Palette featuring our silky terracotta baked formula and high shimmer and soft matte finishes. This versatile palette allows you to customize for a sun-kissed glow or scorching bronze. It has light diffusing pigments, high impact, yet natural warmth. So this is what the palette looks like. You see the four shades here. It looks like there's a marble shade. And then like you have the two bronzers and then the highlighting shade. And here are the swatches based on skin tone. Looks very stunning on deep skin tone. Looks really pretty. So that is the Hustle and Glow Bronzer Highlighter Palette. And it also released the Tantalizer Glow and Behold. Looks like a liquid highlighter or body oil for $28. And it's described as a dip and drip and sparkle with the Tantalizer Glow and Behold shimmering face and body dry oil. This lightweight illuminator envelopes the skin in multifaceted shimmer and the warm, delicate scent of shea butter, grapeseed, jojoba, sesame, and safflower oils nourish the skin with fast absorption. These shimmers take all. Versatile formula can be used for an all-over glow, targeted shimmer, or mixed with lotions and moisturizers, and can be used on face and body. And it has a pump applicator. So this is basically what it looks like. Again, this is on trend with the liquid body oils. This is what it looks like. Nice mix of gold shimmers. And it looks like they're pouring like dripping honey. That's what the swatches looks like based on tone. And this is what it would look like. So it gives you like a nice soft glow. So that is the Tantalizer Glow and Behold. So that is everything that is new. So hopefully you found these items useful to you. You got a closer look of the pigments, the name of the pigments, how they swatch. Are you going to pick this up? Is this something that you have on your wish list? Let me know. Let's have a conversation about it. And as always, thank you for watching this video. Again, my videos are here to help you with hearing the latest releases and also looking at the sales and how to basically save money for those items. Just know that what you see, you may not always need, but if you are thinking about something you want, it just gives you something to think about in your mind or keep on your wish list. And when you see it, and it's already these items are priced really well at a really good price point. So I don't think you'll be missing out in terms of the price point. So I just want to share what's the latest and the greatest that's coming from LORAC. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.